Michael has also been a prominent progressive political and media critic and has earned a huge social media following. He made news again just a few weeks ago with his migration to a new online platform, Substack, part of a wave of content creators moving away from the dominant online services. Michael, welcome. I wanted to talk about your move to Substack. Tell me about your migration, why you did it, and for those of us who aren't in the know, just what is Substack anyway?
Substack is a free platform that has been put together by these two people. One is from New Zealand and one's from the Bay Area. Right there, you've got your vacation plan. Two great places to be. But they decided, wouldn't it be good if writers had their own platform? I mean, writers, I don't want to say serious writers, but people who consider themselves writers. If writers had their own platform and they could write whatever they wanted to write. They didn't have to go through a middleman. It didn't have to go through any kind of censor or we must think about our sponsors. None of that. Just write. And what if then people who are readers had a site where they could read the writers, and maybe some of the readers might be inspired to become writers, because we all are essentially writers. If we are somewhat literate, we can write, and a lot of people don't think of themselves as that. And if they've tried, they got through the first paragraph maybe, and then either if it was on paper, just wadded it up and threw it away, or hit the delete button on the computer, which is the worst thing to do because this is a cliche that I'm sure many people have heard, but that all writing is rewriting. The first thing you write is supposed to suck. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be that good. That's why you have to write it 5, 10, 15 times. And now right away people are 15 times, but I try to tell people the sweet spot is when you get to 12 or 13, the 14th draft. It feels so good. It's so much fun. It's like, oh my God, I could not get this out of me 10 drafts ago. But this is what I'm trying to say. Yes. And then Substack is like, it's not like, say, posting something on Facebook, where all hell can break loose. Putting on Substack, it has attracted thoughtful people and people from all walks of life, of genders and races and income. And it's been such a pleasant place. I've only been there a little more than a month. You don't have to pay to read what I'm saying. I don't have to pay Substack. And but we writers, we can, do things like we have on NPR or PBS here in the U.S., where if you give us a little bit each month, like if you're a paid member,
right,
you don't get a tote bag, you don't get a coffee mug. I probably should give people a ball cap, but we have these little things, each of us, that the main thing that all of us offer is that if you're a paid member, which is a couple bucks a month, $5 a month, whatever whatever the writer decides, you get to make comments. Now that may seem like, well, what do you mean? I can make comments on Twitter and no. We want to create a place where we can have a civil conversation. And so what we have learned is that the haters and the people, the trolls, they will not give you $2 a month, $5 right, or whatever for the privilege to hate you. It's such an odd concept because we don't usually think about, oh yeah, but I want everybody to read this. No, everybody reads all of my columns, all of my essays. Nothing's behind a paywall.
Right.
But except for the privilege of being able to comment and join in a debate with other people. But haters will not pay money for that. And it's cleaned it up like that. It's so refreshing to go on. I read comments. I never, like with Facebook, it's a rare day in hell that I will comment back on Facebook. Not with Substack. I read people's thoughts. I think, oh, that's a good idea. Never thought of that. I'll write back, or somebody will have something twisted that I think, is wrong. Plus, also, I'm able to do satire on Substack.
Another
Yes.
factor, I assume, is your freedom from the tyranny of the algorithm, and also from the corporate censorship.
Yes, none of that. And I've had to deal with that my whole career. And it used to be very difficult and annoying, and now I'm bored with it, and I don't want to do it anymore. And so to be able to have this to where when we say Substack, there's not like a director general of Substack that's going to tell me, Mike, you really can't say what you just said. There's none of that, and so that is refreshing, and it's only been 5 or 6 weeks, but I'm just in a weird way, I think I'm a better writer for it because I don't have things looming, whether it's the need for the entity to make money, whether it's being told you can't put that out there. I'm sorry.